Hi there, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 11th of January. As this week begins, Venus in your sign is still side by side with Saturn. Saturn's going to be with you for near to 2 years, remember, and it's asking you to be a lot more disciplined. But at the very end of last week, although there was that new moon in your sector of resources, which may have got you really thinking over the weekend about how you can better your situation, perhaps by being more imaginative or thinking outside the box, around a personal situation or just in terms of your own sense of self, you may have felt a little bit more cramped. Things may not have been quite as fluid. If you can focus on business prospects, then this can be a week when you can do well if you can balance an openness to new ideas with a fine amount of research and also a degree of optimism, which is obviously what you specialise in. Because your ruler Jupiter may be tracking backwards, but it does forge once more a great angle to Mercury. This can lead to a real breakthrough in terms of your fortunes, but only if you avoid speculating or gambling to an extent where you're really putting it in the hands of fate rather than really being sure about what the outcome could be. But back to how you're feeling as an individual. Well, the great news is that Venus is going to liberate herself from the clutches, the grim clutches of Saturn by Tuesday, and then goes on to forge an absolutely stunning angle to Uranus herself. And just at the time when you may have felt that a relationship couldn't have got more grim, or you may have felt that things just weren't working out in terms of your connections to others, particularly around your social situation, there can be a greater sense of revival. You may even decide to splash a little bit of cash on your wardrobe, particularly in the January sales, if it does give you some kind of makeover and helps you to feel more alluring and more self-confident. But do stay very mindful of excess. Excess of any kind is something that still can be something that's not particularly good for you. So marshalling your resources carefully, using the Capricorn energy that's there to be prudent and sensible, but at the same time allowing yourself to have a little bit of fun and feeling that when it comes to socially and even romantically, that maybe things aren't quite as bleak as you thought they were at the very end of last week. And by the end of this one, you could be actually feeling quite chirpy all round. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.